Okay, welcome. And we've got another Sunday talk. This is actually Monday, but I'm filming some of this now because there's so much stuff that comes up about Israel in the news feed with Amir Tsarfati, and like 99% of this stuff right here come from Amir Tsarfati's Telegram channel, and of course there will be a link in the description on this video just as well as the last. And so I'm going to film these in sections so it's not so long on Saturdays, trying to get all this put together so that it'll post on Sunday morning. So I'm going to be looking down more than I'm looking at you, and I apologize for that, but I'm trying to read off my phone without my glasses because they reflect so much with the light. So let's look here. And some of this stuff is from the President-elect's Telegram channel as well. And I'll try to designate which is which. And I'll also tell you what is my thoughts and perceptions on a lot of this stuff as we go along, because I want you to understand that 99% of this stuff is from someone who's posted these news on Telegram channels, and all of this stuff can be fact checked. There's some stuff about Biden pardoning Hunter, about the president-elect, and some stuff, and of course a lot of stuff about Israel and stuff going on, and my views on some of it. So let's get started. So this is from the president-elect's Telegram channel, and it is Kash Patel, named FBI director. And there's apparently people that are condemning that. It's like, how is he qualified for any of this? Well, I don't know. Hopefully, like right here, or maybe here, there'll be enough room for me to be showing the resume, which I'm right-handed, so let's just say here. So you should see that in there, and hopefully I can pause long enough for you to see this, and I'm not going to take the time to type it out, it's just too involved. But that is just a few of the things that he's done. He has an impressive resume. Let's see if I can zoom into this and go over a couple of them. And this resume was also posted on Amir Tsarfati's Telegram channel. And this was from Amir Tsarfati's Telegram channel, but on President-elect's Telegram channel is where it was announced. So he was Chief of Staff of the Department of Defense, Deputy Assistant to President Trump, Deputy Director of National Intelligence, Deputy Assistant to the President on the National Security Council, House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence, National Security Prosecutor, Public Defender. So you can see where there's a lot of stuff that's in his history. Now, I haven't fact checked all of this. It's stuff that's come onto these channels. I'll leave that to you to fact check. If it's, I believe it, but if you find that it's not true, comment below. Put it in there. So let's see. Amir Tsarfati Telegram channel. Reports on social media, the Syrian Arab Army, Assad's forces, have begun to counterattack in the northern Hama axis. Unconfirmed reports that the leader of the Al-Qaeda branch in Syria, who commanded the attack in recent days on the Syrian-controlled cities in northwestern Syria, al-Julani, was killed in a Ruslan bombing in Idlib. And you know who the Ruslans are. Just like the Ukrainians. The White House has released its first statement, since the beginning of the ongoing rebel offensive in northern Israel, with them stating the Assad regime's refusal to participate in the political process and its dependence on Rusland and Iran led to the collapse of its lines. The United States has nothing to do with this offensive, which is led by Hayat Tahrir al-Sham HTS, a designated terrorist organization. We will continue to fully defend and protect U.S. personnel and U.S. military positions, which remain essential to ensuring that ISIS can never again return to Syria. So this is, and where there's pictures, again, they'll be popping up here. So here we go with a Arab channel that posted, of course, Hezbollah is constantly saying, we won, great victory to us. And a Muslim channel, of course, they're very angry about Hezbollah giving up. And so they posted this on a news channel, and it's showing, how did you win? You lost 4,000 troops. Israel lost 79. So, again, those numbers, I can't promise for sure if they're exact. Again, posted on Amir Tsarfati's website. So take them as they are. But you can look up on the internet and kind of do a comparison. I follow the Amir Tsarfati Telegram channel because so much stuff is posted on there all the time, updating on all this. And something about him is different because he's an Israeli, a Christian Israeli, and he doesn't want to post anything negative to Israel. But if it happens, he does post it. So he does post stuff that does not put Israel in a good light, as well as anyone else. So if it's out there, he's reporting it because he would rather have the truth posted out there than not. And my retarded phone went to sleep. Okay, the above posted on a Lebanon channel, Israel versus Hezbollah casualties. Let's see. And I'm not going to put the video up, but there was a video of an American hostage that Hamas released on social media. I guess to try to make America look bad, or the current president look bad. And let's see, the White House, once this video was posted, condemned the video. I don't know the details about the video. I didn't watch it. There's a lot of stuff I don't. And just prepare yourself, if you do subscribe to the Amir Tsarfati website, that there's some things that'll look like noise, television noise, and just sparklies and all that. And that's because it's pretty graphic stuff. There was, at one point during the war, there was a missile fired by, I forget, Hezbollah or Hamas, and it hit a playground in a Druze city, a town. And a lot of insides were outside, hanging around on playground stuff. So yes, it can be pretty graphic. So prepare yourself. If you don't want to see something like that, don't click on it if it's like that, because it's a warning ahead of time that it's graphic, so you choose to watch it or not. I think one thing that we need to do as Christians is to pray very hard for the Christians in Lebanon. We need to pray for everybody, but we also need to pray for the Christians left in Lebanon, because there's no good side in this current conflict. Wars and rumors of wars sound familiar? But there's no good side to this conflict. It's Muslims fighting Muslims, basically. You got ISIS, Al Qaeda fighting Syrian Assad forces, and none of them really care that much about Christians, and so any of Christians that come across will suffer. So we need to make sure we keep them in our prayers. A post about the decline of Christianity in Lebanon in 1932. There's 53% Christian, and as of now in 2024 it's 32% Christian. In 1943, Syria was 14% Christian, and as of now is 1%. Jordan was 20% Christian in the 1930s and is now 2%. And Iraq in 1950 or 59, I can't make the number out, was 12%, and now it's 0.2%. So Christianity is dying in a lot of these places. A lot of thoughts and stuff on who the restrainer is. Personally, I think it is the church. The only thing, there's been comments by people in powerful places that I guess I'll do this because the American people want it, and otherwise it wouldn't be otherwise. So in my opinion, Christians praying, Christians caring, Christians demanding certain things that be right, and I think that's a restrainer to evil. And I think if that was gone, then there would be no restrainer, and there's going to be a huge persecution of Christians. It says so in the Bible. If you doubt the Bible, look at the world. Read Revelations and look at the world, and you'll see. Read the Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and Revelations, and you'll see those things happening today. And so that should give you the validity of the Bible. And so it's coming. So here's a comment that I'm making. And this is an observation from what I've seen. The rebels are taking pictures of themselves in Assad military equipment. Makes me think of a video I once saw of Arabs celebrating and shooting in the air. Oh yeah, let me just tell you this. I remember a video one time that I saw, it might have been a year or two ago. A lot of Arabs were celebrating something. I don't remember what, but they were shooting up in the air, just shooting. And this little boy, 6 or 7 years old, kept, patting his daddy on the stomach, trying to get his attention. And finally, the dad chambers around, hands the gun to the little boy. And of course, the little boy really don't know what to do, but everybody else shooting in the air, so he shoots his dad in the stomach. And so that's what come to mind when I'm looking at these rebels that are attacking Syria, taking pictures of themselves in all these big tanks and helicopters and airplanes, jets and stuff. And most likely they probably can't fly them. But there are there's a few other things right here. Let me just make about this, because it's some pictures of attack drones, missiles, rockets, all kind of stuff going on that really these rebels shouldn't have. So this is my observation. There are reports from Amir Tsarfati's Telegram channel of the rebels attacking Syria using advanced weapons, while Assad forces are using 30 to 40-year-old technology. This leads me to believe someone is behind this, and as this is hurting Iran, Russia, Ukraine, and other supporters of Syria, the big question is, who would this be? So my question is, with certain governments that have supported Syria, I don't know if they're currently supporting them, but they have supported, according to Amir Tsarfati's Telegram channel, they have supported Syria. And so why would they be supporting rebels to attack Syria? So it kind of makes you wonder who would be behind the rebels, possibly inciting this, possibly not. but somebody has to be supplying them with advanced weapons. And I would say, and I say that only because how would they have advanced weapons and their neighbors that they're attacking wouldn't have them? And so they're still using stuff from the 80s and such as that, and these rebels are attacking with advanced rockets and drones and all that. So somebody has to be giving it to them, I would think. Just observations, just my thoughts. So here is another post on the Amir Tsarfati website. And so this, everything looks formal. I've seen White House releases before, and they look exactly like this. Could have been faked, I don't know, but I don't think it is. And this is effective as of January 1st, 2014. Let's see. The president has pardoned Hunter Biden of all criminal activities from January 1st, 2014 till current. So it states that he was ready to be sentenced on a few things, gun charges, and I don't know what all, but and he pled guilty to some of it, according to the posts that I've seen. I don't know that any of this is true as far as that. I know he is being indicted on multiple things, but it says that he pardoned him, and I'm not trying to defend the current president, but I would defend him as a father. If you had the ability to put yourself in that position, if you had the ability to save and protect your son, would you do it or would you not? So I would say, before you condemn Biden for pardoning his son, if he did, put yourself in that situation, and would you do the same? Comment below. I'd like to hear. I'd like to know. I think I would. I believe I would if I had the ability. Of course, I'd punish him myself, even as old as he is now. But he'd never do that, anything like that. Trust me. But I think I would. I don't think I could avoid helping my son in any way that I could help him if he was in need. So take that how you take it. But comment below. Okay, Amir Tsarfati Telegram channel. Mossad Bolos. The president-elect has appointed his daughter's father-in-law as senior advisor to the president on Arab and Middle East affairs. I don't know what that means. I did see this posted on his Telegram channel, so I assume it is true. I don't know if it's good or bad. A lot of the people that he's appointing to things doesn't make sense, but at the same time, they do when you dig into the details. And so I think it's probably a good thing. So here's a map that's I'm going to post up here somewhere, and it kind of shows the current progress. You'll see the outline of the state, and red is the Syrian forces, and green is the invading and attacking rebel groups, and it's growing bigger. There's a lot of open area in this red area that all they got to do is walk over there and they're turns green. So anyway, that's I'm gonna post that up here to take a look at. Let's see. Now this is kind of strange. This is Amir Tsarfati. He posted, the Palestinians found the best way to explain why there are no bodies after they constantly inflated numbers of casualties. So the entire war, there was always posts about thousands and thousands of people dying, and they were never soldiers. They were always civilians that died, to show what Israel was doing to Gaza. And so, believe it or don't, but the numbers have been huge numbers. And but there's no bodies, there's no burials, there's nothing to support the numbers that they're stating. And there's been other organizations that have refuted, even within Gaza itself, that has refuted these numbers. And so this is a post that they've made that to hopefully explain themselves. And this is made by Hossam Shabbat. And it says, after speaking with first responders and doctors in northern Gaza, many are reporting that Israel forces are using new weapons that cause bodies to evaporate on the scene. They describe it as something they have never seen before. So apparently Israel is much more advanced than we could ever imagine. That's where the aliens have landed, apparently. I don't know, making fun of that, but still, it's kind of a weird thing to say. So here's another deal that will pop up here, and I don't know, I may pop some stuff on, leave stuff up, and so if I pop it up here, I'll leave it over here and stick something new over here. You'll figure it out. So sales of Bibles are booming, fueled by first-time buyers and new versions. Publishers attribute a 22% jump in Bible sales this year to rising anxiety, a search for hope, or highly focused marketing and designs. So if you think about it, it says it in Revelation, it says it in the Bible, that there will be a huge amount of people that do turn to God, and then a huge, even larger number of people that go all the way through the tribulation, never giving up, never surrendering, always cursing against God, and they start calling for the rocks to come down onto their heads to cover them. So there's a video here that will pop up, and I'll probably blur it so it's not really visible, because I don't want to get in trouble. But it doesn't show anything negative or whatever. It's just kind of a video that supports what this is saying, and I don't know what it means, but it for some reason it struck me as something that I needed to post. Clashes at a football match in Guinea in Zirikor. I'm butchering all of that, but hopefully you can figure out where it really is. Left around 100 dead, hospital sources report. Scenes of carnage, including overflowing morgues and hallways. Unverified video shows chaos with angry crowds later torching a police station. Authorities have yet to confirm the toll. France 24 per Amir Tsarfati telegram. So maybe that's someplace in France. So I mean, think about it. It's only going to get worse, and that's just some of the stuff. There's places all over that riots and stuff have been going on all year. People rioting against the government and their decisions, and rioting with new presidents being elected in other countries that they don't accept that president. And so I mean, it's the whole world. It's not just our little pocket that we have here. If you actually get on the internet and look and dig into all this stuff, all them UFO nuts that everybody's always talked about all these years, conspiracy theorists and this and that and the other, a lot of them's being proved right now, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on throughout the world, and you're not hearing it on mainstream news media. And you're only catching it when you dig into the internet to find it for yourself. And it's out there, and it's happening, and it's getting worse. It's exponentially getting worse. Okay, so Amir Tsarfati Telegram channel. The Sunni rebels are equipped with the most advanced UAVs, and the Bashar army is not prepared for it. It is still stuck in the 80s of the last century. Of course, it shows the video of a rebel drone, a rebel drone killed a Syrian general, the head of intelligence of the Assad army near Hama. And of course, there's a video, and I'm just, it's no sense in posting it. It really doesn't show anything. It just shows the drone zooming in and hitting the vehicle. And so that kind of goes along with what I was saying a little earlier ago about the large difference in the weaponry used by the rebels versus the Syrians, what they have available. Let's see, Amir Tsarfati's Telegram channel. 101 abductees are still held captive by Hamas in the Gaza Strip. 37 of them have already been officially declared dead through videos, information, and stuff that they've found. Although the real number is expected to be more closer to 50. So almost half, if not more, of the still missing, held hostage people, they consider at least half of them to be gone. And there's still American hostages that are held. That's part of what I had said earlier about there being a video released of an American hostage over in Gaza. And again, Amir Tsarfati Telegram channel, violation of the ceasefire in the north. 3 rockets launched into the Mount Hermon area for the first time since the signing of the agreement. So if you're unaware, and I think I spoke about it in this past Sunday, that there was a ceasefire agreement reached between Israel and Hezbollah. And it's been violated multiple times because part of it is they can't come to the, close to the border with weapons. And they have, and Israel's fired back at them. And some of them, I think, has been killed. And today it's officially been violated by Hezbollah firing rockets into Israel. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I got a head cold. So they've officially violated the ceasefire. And let's see. Here's another map of the Syrian civil war. Kind of shows a little bit like the other one, but it's a video, so it'll post up here. And let's see, Amir's Telegram channel. The Syrian civil war, who's against who? The ongoing conflict in Syria is a web of chaos, with different factions fighting for control and outside powers pulling the strings. To help you make sense of the complex situation, we've created the map and legend featuring in this video. This visual breakdown will help you clearly understand who is fighting whom in this multi-sided war. The Bible reminds us of wars and rumors of wars, and when we see these things unfold, we know that prophecy is moving forward. The chaos in Syria is a reminder of the fragile nature of human power and inevitable fulfillment of God's word. Let me check the battery. 24%. Okay, let us continue to watch these developments prayerfully as the nations rage and the pieces fall into place. We can have peace knowing that our hope is in the soon return of our Messiah. Stay alert, stay informed, and stay in prayer. So, I may follow this with some more, because there's some more stuff that's come up on Telegram, and I may add to this. And then what I'll probably start doing is posting this possibly through the week, because so much stuff comes up that you're going to be looking at an hour or 2 hours every Sunday to try to see all this stuff. So I think what I'll do is kind of maybe either post this in sections, maybe all on Sunday, but you get part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, whatever. And so I'll figure it out and see how we're going to do that, and just let me know what would work better for you. And I may post some during the week and then the last part on Sunday. So we'll play it by ear. This is still kind of developing, so we'll work it into how we'll work it in. So that's all I've got at this moment. If you see more following this, or if this is the end, then look for part 2. All right. Appreciate you guys. Thanks, and God bless.